Everyone, my name is Mansell Nazar Prahuda. I'm from grade 4B. So in this occasion, I want to explain about the 10 article I've read before. And this article is focused about grammar learning strategies. Okay, so I want to explain the article one by one and then try to combine it. Article 1, the title is Grammar Learning Strategies Use of Preparatory Students, Gender in Focus. The writers are Fekadu Mulugeta and Yemarash Bayo. This article is about grammar learning strategies for school grade 11 in Ethiopian. This article is also primarily discuss the difference in learning strategies between male and female gender. The general problem is about equality. The gap between boys and girls is wide and has become major concern to education system narrow the disparity. The study aims to investigate the interplay between grammar learning strategies and performance grammar tests. The author finding conclusion that grammar learning strategies are very important for preparatory school students and that gender difference play an important role in the strategies used by male and female students. The study found that compensatory strategies are the most frequently used strategies by both males and females, while effective strategies are the least frequently used. In addition, the study revealed that males and females differed in their preference for certain strategies, with males indicating that effective strategies were the least preferred, and then while females stated that metacognitive strategies were the least preferred. And then the authors emphasize the importance of considering gender differences in the developing of effective grammar learning strategies, as this can have a significant impact on students' learning outcomes. Article 2, the title is The Use of Grammar Learning Strategies FL Learners at Sebha University. The writer are Saifa Mutjaba Al-Sid, Naura Winis Ibrahim, and Mustafa Mubarak Pathan. The article discusses about the effective strategies that English as a foreign language FL learners at Sebha University. The author's aims of the study is to explore the use of grammar learning strategies by Libyan FL learners of English. The study is also following research question. First, what are types of grammar learning strategies that Libyan FL learners use? Second, what are the most frequent used strategies? Third, is there any significant difference between the use of grammar learning strategies and gender? Then, after the research, the conclusion drawn by the author is that Libyan students at Sebha University are not fully aware of the importance of using learning strategies when learning grammar. The author suggests that English lecturers should manage the class from both teacher and student perspective to encourage students to actively approach tasks and be independent in choosing and using the best grammar learning strategies. In addition, the author suggests that students dare to try various grammar learning strategies to find the most suitable strategy, and online classes require students to be independent and responsible for their learning. Article 3, the title is On the Relationship Between FL Learners' Grammar Learning Strategy Use and Their Grammar Performance, Learners' Gender in Focus. The writers are Feratesh Aziz Mohammadi and Hamid Bertades. So again, I review the article about grammar learning strategies, but focus about gender. Okay, so this article emphasizes the relationship between English as a foreign language, FL learners' use of grammar learning strategies, and their grammar performance, with specific focus on the impact of gender on this relationship. This research was to obtain the answer of question. First, is there any significant relationship between cognitive learning strategies? Second, is there any significant relationship between metacognitive learning strategies? Third, is there any significant relationship between social learning strategies? Fourth, is there any significant relationship between effective learning strategies and intermediate FL learners' grammar performance? And fifth, is there any significant difference between learning strategies and grammar performance with gender? The result of the research, the author concluded that found a significant relationship between grammar learning strategies (GLS) and AFL learners' performance on a grammar test. This also reveals a significant difference between male and female students in terms of their performance on grammar tests. Female students outperform male students in terms of grammar performance. Article 4, the title is Grammar Learning Strategies of Non-English Major to Dartmouth University. The author are Nguyen Din Nuha and Le Dis Tui Tran. This research in general based on the significance of language learning strategies and grammar learning strategies. The study endeavors to explore non-English major employment of grammar learning strategies and Binh Duong-based University in Vietnam. It was obtained to answer question. First, what strategies do non-English major mostly employ in learning English grammar? And then, from the finding discussion that have been carried out by researchers, the writer conclude that non-English major at Tu Dartmouth University employ various grammar learning strategies to improve their grammar skills. This study contributes to enhancing the teaching and learning of English grammar by highlighting the importance of grammar learning strategies and providing recommendations for effective implementation. Article 5, the title is Grammar Learning Strategies Towards a Pedagogical Intervention. The writer is Miros Paula. This article emphasized the importance of grammar learning strategies in enhancing language attainment. Also, the implication pedagogical for teaching grammar and the importance of incorporating grammar learning strategies into language instruction. Overall, this article provides a comprehensive overview of grammar learning strategies. Research was to obtain the answer of question. First, what are the effects of instruction targeting GLS on the frequency of use of these strategies, awareness of this use, and the ways in which such strategies devices are applied, both from a macro perspective, example, general patterns within the sample, and a micro perspective, example, during the completion of specific learning tasks. Second, what are the effects of instruction targeting GLS on the mastery of three grammar structures, that is, conditionals, modal verbs, and stylistic intervention in English, with respect to explicit and implicit, highly automated knowledge of these structures. Third, what are the effects of SBI targeting GLS on the student's level of autonomy in learning English grammar? Fourth, what are the students' perceptions concerning the usefulness of GLS instruction, and to what extent are they engaged in this instruction? So, from the findings and discussion that have been carried out by researchers, the writer conclude that macro perspective. The study found that instruction targeting GLS increased the frequency of use of these strategies, especially metacognitive strategies, which enable students to assess their own grammar learning patterns, plan their own learning activities. Micro perspective, the study also found that instruction targeting GLS increased the ways in which students apply these strategies during specific learning tasks. Mastery of grammatical structure. The study found that instruction targeting GLS improved mastery of three grammatical structures: conditionals, modal, verbs, and stylistic intervention. Autonomy in learning. The study found that instruction targeting GLS increased students' level of autonomy in learning English grammar. Article 6, the title is Reviewing on Grammar Learning Strategies, a case study of EFL Darussalam Polytechnic. The writers are M. Bambang Purwanto and Arya Agustin. The aim of the research is to know what are the grammar learning strategies used by students, how effective are the strategies in improving students' proficiency levels, what are the implications of strategies for language teaching and learning by students at Darussalam Polytechnic. Then, from the findings and discussion that have been carried out by research, the writer concludes that all participants study recognize the critical importance of grammar in learning English. However, most of participants were still learning in the traditional classroom, focusing on structured presentation and memorization of grammatical formulae. which indicates that the traditional approach is still prevalent at high school in large cities and provinces. All participants demonstrated the ability to self-regulate their learning and adopt a strategic approach to grammar learning. Article 7 title is FL Grammar Learning Strategies, utilizing grammar learning strategy inventory in an Arabic context. The writers are Muhammad Al-Nufaik and Ibrahim Al-Zahani. This article emphasizes the grammar learning strategies, especially for students in Arabic-speaking population, highlighting their importance in improving students' proficiency levels and informing language teaching practice. This research was to obtain the answer of question. First, what is the level of used grammar strategies among FL college students? Second, what are the most and least used GLS by FL college students? Third, do the GLS categories list in the inventory have any correlation? Fourth, how does the use of grammar strategy relate to students' GPAs? Then, from the result of the research, the author concluded that EFL learners in Saudi Arabia use grammar learning strategies extensively, with a high level of use in all four categories of the GLS. The study found strong, positive, and significant correlation between all the categories of strategies. The study also found a significant correlation between students' grade point average GPA and their use of grammar learning strategies. Suggesting that GPA does not influence the use of this strategy. Article 8 title is The Effect of Using Active Learning Strategies on Secondary AFL Learners' Grammar Achievement. The writer is Khalid A. Al-Shihri. This article explores the impact of active learning strategies on the grammar achievement of Saudi first secondary English as a foreign language. The study aims to investigate the effectiveness of active learning strategies in enhancing the grammar achievement. In other words, the present study discussed the following research question. Does using active learning strategies have any effect on Saudi secondary EFL learners' grammar achievement? Then, from the result of the research, the author concluded that the present study examined the effect of using active learning strategies on Saudi first secondary EFL learners' grammar achievement. Results provide that there was statistically significant between mean scores of the experimental and the control group favoring the experimental group. The experimental group outperformed the control group. Article 9, the title is Grammar Learning Strategies Used by English Major University Students, an investigation with Grammar Learning Strategies Inventory, GLSE. The writer is Kento Nakachi. This research was to obtain the answer of question. First, to what extent are GLS realized by English major Japanese university students? Second, are there any correlation between GLS use and TOEIC scores? Then, from the findings and discussion that have been carried out by researchers, Actualizing Learning English Grammar Strategy author conclude that this study identifies the most common grammar learning strategies used by English majors, including cognitive, metacognitive, social, affective, compensation, and memory strategies. Study found that the most frequently used grammar learning strategies were cognitive, metacognitive, and social strategies. Study found that students who use more grammar learning strategies tended to have a higher TOEIC scores, indicating a positive correlation between strategy use and language proficiency. Article 10, the title is Actualizing Learning English Grammar Strategy Using Inventory for University Students. The author is Shafriadin. Then, this article explores implementation of new inventory. The Grammar Learning Strategy Inventory, GLSE, is to measure the learning strategies used by university students in learning English grammar. Also, this article examines the various learning strategies employed by students, including cognitive, social, metacognitive, and affective strategies. The purpose of this study is to prove the proficiency of students in English, especially students from the English department at Bengkulu University, who like to carry out grammar learning for one semester and have received an A, whether these results are very accurate. Then, the result from the study The discussion covers two main points, which are the English learning strategies, grammar learning strategies used by the students, and the challenge faced by the students. Firstly, all students have applied learning strategies and learning English grammar from metacognitive, cognitive, affective, and social. However, based on the result of the study, the majority of students applied cognitive strategies in learning English grammar, then followed by social, metacognitive, and affective strategies. This is evidenced by the average score shows that 90% strongly agree and 64 agree for cognitive strategies. Alright, so based on 10 articles I've explained before, I want to make conclusion. So the conclusion based on this article is grammar learning strategies is very important for all students in any background in any major. When I read the article and found out that gender greatly affects the difference in the result of learning grammar in class, mainly because girls have a higher interest in learning language than boys who tend to be lazy. Then the lack of motivation and boring classroom learning, causing some students not to be serious in learning grammar. There are even those reasons that are lazy in learning grammar because they are not from the English department. So I really gain knowledge after reading 10 articles, and I become aware of what methods are effective and what kind of learning that this will be liked by students. Okay, that's all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.